I'm Kent, and we're Living Light RV.
We are grabbing life by the tail.
And we have something to show you today.
Yeah, we do. Her name is Bessie.
We put a lot of effort into this,
Yep.
and we wanted to share it with you.
And thanks to all of you who've been following along with our renovation and the whole journey up until this point. So we are now officially in season 1, and we want to show you the inside of Bessie.
Come on.
Okay, the things that we show you today. We are a good chunk into the renovation, but there are many projects that are still yet to be done. So bear with us, but we just thought, you know what? Life isn't perfect. And so we just want to show you what we've done so far and where we're living right now. So this is the entryway. Come on in. We take our shoes off because it is our house. Right now, we don't actually have a couch or a love seat. So the 2 captain's chairs are where we sit and we relax and we drink our coffee and we visit with each other and we read our Bibles and our books and work on computers. And this is kind of our relaxing zone, as well as obviously our driving zone. Bessie's working well as far as the mechanics of everything go. I will let Kent talk to you a little bit about that part. And yeah, what do we have here? So in this cabinet up here, we have maps and kind of a logbook where we keep track of Bessie's mileage and any maintenance that we get done on her. And then also it's really handy because there's a plug in there. So we have the speaker charging, and Kent installed a fancy thing for the Wi-Fi. He can tell you about that. All right, so that's that cupboard. Behind the TV is a cabinet, woo, a cabinet that has all of our CDs and our DVDs, that kind of thing there. And then in here is just hiking gear and first aid kits, and it's a big mess. We haven't organized it yet, so one of these days that needs to get organized. One thing we did recently is we put up a bunch of artwork. Our middle daughter is an artist. Her name is Anna. You can check out her website at graceartistry.com. And we have some really special pieces that she's made for us over the years. So we did put those up the other day, and that made it really feel like home. It just really gave it that personal touch. So definitely recommend, if you have a rig that you're living in, even part-time or full-time, put some personal pieces in there because it does make a difference. So all right, so that's that. What we did for renovations in the front area isn't a lot. We painted everything out white. I actually did dye these curtains. They were dusty rose, like everything else in Bessie. We dyed them denim blue, and they turned out purple, which is totally fine with me because purple is my favorite color. So as far as other renovations, not much. We just cleaned it all up and made it all organized. One thing I do want to show you though is sort of my command center over here. So on the floor I have a console area that has everything that you would normally need if you were taking a road trip, right? So hand wipes and like our FRS walkie-talkie things, the camera, hand lotion, hand sanitizer, that kind of stuff is all in there. So that pretty much just stays there because it tucks right under the console, which is great. And that's kind of where my purse and my book bag and everything kind of just always sit there. So that's the front half, or front portion. Eventually we will have a love seat and a couch here. So at this point we don't have that yet. We are on the hunt. If you think of a really great love seat that would look awesome there, send us a link to it because we are looking for that. We did paint everything as much as we could. We painted it white. So we spray painted the cover for the AC. Kit put new lights in that were white and LED, which is nice. And I just sort of painted what I could. So the cabinets we did in semi-gloss. It was I think it's bare paint semi-gloss, white, ultra pure white. And then the walls we did just in a, not eggshell, but and not flat, satin. We did a satin finish white on the walls, so that's what we did there. My mom made these beautiful curtains for us. We found this fabric at the secondhand store, and she cut them all and sewed them all for us, so that was great. A friend of mine lent us a sewing machine. So really it does take a village, you know. We had friends that helped us in so many ways, and family as well. Couldn't have done it without them, especially couldn't have done it in 2 weeks without them. So yeah, so those are the curtains. So up here we have most of our food. So this is pretty much our whole pantry. Well, I'll say it's half of our pantry. So this is where all the groceries go, things that we have bought. And we just went grocery shopping today. So that's pretty much about as full as it's gonna get. And over here I have our just books and with our audiovisual stuff and extra, not scrapbooking, but I do a lot of journaling. So we've got journaling stuff in here. Yeah, so basically that's sort of like an office cupboard there. And over here is sort of the rest of our pantry. The rest of our food storage goes in here. So, and these bins I had at home. Moving into the RV was a good excuse to get a label maker, so I labeled everything. It looks so nice and pretty. I love it when things are organized. So, and yes, you can kind of get in the back. It's a bit of a trick to get things out of there. You have to kind of move stuff over and slide this way and slide it out. But you know, once you get used to it, it's all fine. So yeah, that's where all of that stuff goes. And I figured it's nice in those bins because it's bug proof and that kind of thing. So that's that bin. We'll do the kitchen in a minute. So this is our table. So we decided instead of getting an actual kitchen table, because of course we pulled the dinette out, the old dinette that was here, which was, well, we'll show you. This is what it looked like, and it totally was not anything nice. And it wasn't even original. It was already redone. So we pulled that out. We started looking at kitchen tables and chairs, and there was one at IKEA that we'd had our eye on for about 6 or 7 months already. So we're like, all right, let's go get it. And when we did the measurements, we thought, you know what, it's not going to actually be very functional, because you would have the chair right up against this big hole in the ground, and then you would have the other chair squished right up against the kitchen counter. So we just thought, you know what, that is not actually going to work. And what, 80-90% of the time we're just going to be sitting at that table using our computers anyway. So we kind of switched gears and we decided, let's just get a smaller desk style and put the 2 chairs up there. And you know what, we love it. It works great. We can sit and, you know, while we're eating or working, we can look out the big window. It gives us lots of floor space in here. And this is fabulous because look what's in here. All the cords and all the mess, it just goes into that little cubby and you just close it and it's all hidden, which is great. We've just got our drawers in here, and wasn't I delighted when I just saw that I could put my laptop and my iPad in the drawer and close it. Done, out of the way, out of sight, out of mind, makes it look neat and tidy. Awesome. So other renovations that we have done, obviously we completely replaced the floor in here. And with that floor replacement came vent replacements. So we actually just went to Home Depot and found, actually Kent picked out the vent covers on here. Why a 27-foot motorhome has 4 big vents in the floor is completely beyond me, but it does get toasty warm in here really quick, so that part is nice. So I really like the vent covers. And we recently put up our lovely shiplap. Not really shiplap, it is literally peel and stick. These are stickers. Well, it's 1 big sticker actually. Okay, it's 2. There's 1 here and 1 over there. But anyway, it was super easy to put up. This product was amazing. I will try and link the product name below. I actually just got it on Facebook Marketplace from a lady who had extra, but it was amazing to work with. It was super easy. It was way easier than the subway tile, which I'll show you in a minute. What else? Oh yes, Kent also did a nice chrome trim on here. Originally we had put on like a white cap on there, a white plastic cap, and they just fell right off. So he's been working hard at getting that put on, and we really like the look of it. It looks really nice. So super happy with that. All right, let's go into the kitchen area. Oh yes, my mom actually suggested that we bring my filing cabinet with us, which at first I wasn't going to do, but when I did the measurement between the table and this, I just thought, you know what, that's going to fit exactly perfectly. And I did not have time to downsize all my files anyway, so I was planning on putting them in a box and bringing them. And I thought, well, the box is almost the same size as the filing cabinet, so I might as well do the whole thing. So yeah, I do have my filing cabinet in here, which is super handy because we do office work all the time. So guys, if you don't have a Berkey, you gotta get a Berkey. Whether you're RVing or not, it is amazing. The water coming out of here is so fresh and so clean. It just gives us that confidence that we need to hook up anywhere. We just pour water from the tap into here. It's gravity filtered, so it doesn't need any power. It doesn't need anything, really, any maintenance. You have to wash the filters once a year and replace them once about every 8 or 9 years. That's it, super easy. So yeah, love the Berkey, and we are so happy we also have our coffee maker with us, so espresso machine. The fridge is great. We actually do not feel like it's too small at all. So like I said, we went grocery shopping already today, and there's the freezer. Everything fits with extra space. And then there's the fridge. Again, everything fits with extra space. It came actually with these tension rods in place, so that's kind of handy. Kent likes them. I don't like them. I think they're in the way, but you know what? I kept 2 in there and took 1 out and put it somewhere else. So yeah, so that's basically it. Found a cute little garbage can for that little space. Everything is little space, right? So everything has to work. So Anyway, in here is our dishes. So we basically downsized all the way down to 4 of everything. So 4 plates, 4 bowls, 4 cups, 4 of everything. So that's pretty much what we have here, and so far it's been enough, no problem there. And into the kitchen. So in the kitchen, as far as renovation goes, I think most of you know that we spray painted the counters, which looks amazing. It still looks amazing. I don't think they're going to hold up really long term. They are not super easy to clean, so that will have to get probably replaced at some point. But for now, I am really glad we did it, because they were just pink. They were dusty rose pink, and it was just nice to get rid of the pink and make them white. And eventually we will replace the faucet, but not yet. Again, the cute curtains, and this is the subway tile. So again, it's just peel and stick, and it's not perfect. It was one of those things where Kent was busy doing something, and I said, I got this. It's peel and stick. I can handle it. And besides, I saw Ray on Getaway Couple, and she could do it. So if she could do it, I can do it. And yeah, Ray, that is a boatload of work. It is not easy at all. I felt that the wallpaper that I did of the shiplap was way easier than the subway tile. But you know what? It took us a couple of evenings, and we worked on it together, and we got it done, and it's fine. It's cute. I actually really am quite happy with it. Alrighty, and this is the cupboard that has caused me the most grief. I have tried, I think this is 4 times now, to reorganize this cupboard. I have a lot of spices. I'm gluten-free, I'm celiac, so I have extra flours, and it's just kind of been a bit of a nightmare to get this organized, but it's working now, so whatever. It's just a process of living in it and making it happen and making it work, and which I have found no matter where we've lived. We've moved lots of times in our life, and there we go. And every time you move, it's sort of like move everything in, use it for a few weeks, rearrange it, use it, rearrange it until it gets settled the way you like it. So, alrighty, and yes, the microwave, and there are some issues that need to be fixed. This is one of them. Microwave works great, stove works great. This, oh, you guys, I was so happy to find this is a cutting board from IKEA, and it has a little lippy thing on there, and it fits exactly over the top of the stove. So this was such a good find. I was super happy to find that. And when we travel, we just put a bungee cord like from here across to here, and it just makes sure it doesn't go anywhere. So that's pretty easy. I did have a friend ask me, what do I do with all the loose things while we're driving? And I put my dish mat in the sink. I put the Berkey in there. I put any loose kind of things here in the same sink. And that's it for here. And then in the bathroom, I put everything either in the bathroom sink or in the shower. It takes me 3 minutes maybe at the most to get that all done. So super easy. Under here, again, this is a place where you put things in there, and then you say that's not working, you rearrange it. It's not working, you rearrange it. I just rearranged it today, so we'll see if it works. Instant Pot goes there, toasters in there, sort of Tupperware dishes, that kind of thing is in there. We only have a couple of drawers here, so this is just cutlery and stuff there. This is more of your larger utensils, wooden spoons, that kind of thing in there. And I still haven't used the oven yet because I just don't use the oven very often. And under here, I just managed to put a basket there. This is a weird cupboard because it doesn't actually have a shelf or a floor. There's a whole bunch of pipes and things in there, and so I kind of had to work with a really uneven space. So putting a big basket worked well. Then I can just put everything in the basket and throw it in there. The bathroom, we are not actually going to talk about the bathroom today because it has not been renovated. The only thing we did was we sprayed the counters white, sprayed the sink white actually, so that worked out well. Maybe I will show you that, but it needs to be renovated. You know what? I will show you that right now just so you can take a look. You'll know what I'm talking about. Alrighty, so in here is our biggest closet in the whole rig. So in here we just have our basically our jackets, sweaters, big hoodies, that kind of thing, and almost all of our shoes are here. You did see a shoe box where the couch eventually will be, so that those shoes will just slide under the couch, and the rest of the shoes all sitting here. So that's what this cupboard looks like. Oh, Kent did install an LED light in here, which is fantastic because I'm getting old and it's really hard to see things if the light isn't bright enough. So I like having a bright light in there, so that's perfect. Yeah, and then we have a couple more drawers in here, just tea towels in there. This is kind of a junk drawer here. And then this one, okay, so this was this was a challenge. When I moved in here, I thought, okay, we're gonna be gone for like a long time from Canada, about probably 5 or 6 months away from Canada, and away from my normal suppliers of things like face creams and just things that I like to buy in a specific way from a specific person. So I wasn't sure where to put all of my extra stuff. You know, you go to Costco, you get like all these extra things. Where do you put all that? So this drawer actually is what houses all that. So it's got kind of soap for the next few weeks at least, or months, and then we've got like just extra things and medication and stuff like that. So that's handy. And come on into the bedroom. The bedroom is a very squishy space. So when we first got Bessie, there wasn't a door here, there was just a big curtain that would go across here. And we took the curtain down, of course, and we have big plans for a door for here. We don't have it up yet. I'm really hoping that Kit can put together some kind of a barn door style that will just slide across and then slide over. So that is definitely in the works, and we will do a video on installing that and where we got the material for it and that kind of thing. So that will be coming up in the future sometime. But in the meantime, I'll show you what we do have in here. So again, we painted it all white. I painted all the cabinets white. I painted the roof, painted everything, put new lighting in. This is just our bedding from home. I would love to get a Betty's bed. I've heard amazing things about that. So definitely on my wish list. So we'll see if that actually works out. Yes, and our daughter, like I said, is an artist, and she had painted us a large sunset painting that has always been either above our bed or in our living room, depending on which houses we've lived in. And I did not want to part with it. And I just thought, oh, how am I going to fit that in a motorhome? And look what we did. We made it into a headboard. So there's actually a window, the emergency window is back there. And we put black film on the window, and that painting is on there so lightly, but it's also there firmly. So in an emergency, we could pull it off and get out. But other than that, it makes a beautiful headboard. Those wall sconces, we are definitely going to get rid of those. Again, if you have any suggestions, let us know, because I don't like them and I want to get rid of them, but I haven't found anything that I want to replace them with yet. So we'll work on that. What else is it? Oh yes, Mom made curtains. Here we've got the blue curtains are, what do they call that? Blackout fabric on the back of them. So we just bought one big panel from, not Costco. Where did we get it from? I can't remember. Anyway, Walmart maybe? Home Depot. I think we got it from Home Depot. And yeah, Mom just cut them up and made them into curtains for us. So I got the idea to use the ring clips from Chicory's Travels, I think. Chicory's Travels and Always on Liberty did that together. They made curtains. So thanks guys for that idea. And yes, the other question I always had about living in a tiny, tiny space like this was laundry. What do you do with your laundry? And I know a lot of people put their laundry in their shower, which would have worked. That would have been fine. But look what we did. We just found a laundry basket that fits perfectly in that corner. And because it's so squishy to walk around the bed, I typically just I basically walk to here and then I jump on the bed. So I hardly ever need to walk over there anyway. And I guess I'll show you. This is me going to bed, do the crab walk as Mom calls it, and then I just crawl in, and then we're good to go. So that's it for the inside of Bessie. If you have any other questions, let us know. Oh, yes, Kent's pointing to the upper cupboards up there. What do you do with all your clothes? So I will show you what we do with all of our clothes. And I just got Kent's side finished today. So there you go. We have bought the shoebox size. These are 6-liter size shoe boxes. And again, my labeler came in handy, and we just put them in there. Now you do need to do a little bit of shuffling around to get things in and out. But for now this works. I don't know if this will be permanent, but for now it's working really well, so we know where things are. And we've had to make a couple of trips to the giveaway store again because we had too much stuff to fit in there. Kent's got shirts and stuff in there. I've got sort of my nicer clothes in here hanging up. We've got 2 little drawers down here that are almost completely useless because they're just so small, as well as the cupboards that are on the bottom. This cupboard down here has our cowboy boots, and I'm not even sure what's, oh yeah, I think yoga mats are in that cupboard down there. Shows you how much often I use my yoga mat. Anyway, I think that's about it. That about covers it. So thanks for joining us on our tour of the inside of Bessie. I'm sure one of these days Kent will take you around the outside, but in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. And if you did like this video, and if you like following our adventures, give us that thumbs up. hit that subscribe button. And you know what? If you hit the bell beside the subscribe button, you'll actually get notified when we put out new videos, which is every Thursday. So thanks for joining us and have a fabulous day.